What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video and welcome to 2026. Most Januaries I don't film a video at all, so it's very exciting that I am filming this month. This video is my January refresh. I'm just refreshing lots of things in my life so I can start this year on a good foot. So I have 3 goals for this month. Number 1, I have to apply for all of the scholarships that I want to before February 1st. So I am officially going to CSU. I technically haven't paid the down payment yet, but I am going to CSU and all of their scholarships basically are due on February 1st, or they're due in March, but they review all of them in February. So I need to write all of my scholarship essays, everything, like this month. And how many have I done so far? 0. So this month I really need to lock in and work on scholarships. Goal number 2 is I need to memorize all of my music for All-State Choir. I'm going to All-State this year. I didn't film this last year, but I think I'm gonna film it next month. But All-State Choir is basically all the best singers in the state come together and sing, and it's really fun. And the audition process is very extreme, and there's even a second audition, and the second audition is where they pull 2 songs that you're singing randomly, and you can't look at your music, and it's like a random part in the song and you have to sing it memorized. And if you don't pass that second audition, you go to a third and a fourth, and if you don't pass any of those, then you can't go to All-State and you have to get picked up. So it's very serious. Last year I was completely fine, and this year my music is pretty easy, but I need to memorize all of it while also staying healthy, because I have been losing my voice all school year. Like, this school year I have been more sick than I have ever been in like any school year, and I'm pretty sure it's all like vocal related. And so I really need to pace myself and take care of myself, because I don't want to be sick for All-State, and last year I was sick for All-State and it was awful. And then goal number 3 is just general self-care. This can be anything. It's not just like, oh, doing a face mask or whatever. It's just like doing things that feel good to me, listening to my body inside and out. My friend posted her little dream board on her Instagram a while ago, and she had a quote that said, "It only has to make sense to you." And I love that, and that is like my new quote for the year. I'm gonna like write it somewhere because I'm obsessed with that. It only has to make sense to you. Everything that is self-care, anything that makes me feel good, that is what I count as self-care. I kind of started that already. If you can't tell, I dyed my friend Reagan helped me dye the underparts of my hair purple. I'm not totally sure if you can see this light, but I have some fun new hair. That was a great way to switch up and refresh for the new year. I just wanted something fun and something fun for the last few months of my senior year. So that's what I'm doing. So that's what this video is about, and I hope you guys are having a great January, and I hope that maybe we can refresh together. There's also like a few New Year's traditions that I do, and I wanted to show you guys that. So first of all, me and my sister started doing these last year, and it's basically a bingo card of things that you want to accomplish through the year. And so this is mine from last year, and I'm currently making mine right now. I have a few slots left to draw in, but I officially have something written for all of them, and so I just need to finish coloring it. This is like a huge task, turns out. I've been doing this for 3 days and it's still not done, but like it's so cutesy. And then it sits on my whiteboard, and when I do them, like when I achieve something, I will cross it off, and then hopefully I get a bingo. Last year I got a bingo, and so hopefully I'll get maybe more than 1 bingo. Maybe we'll get a full blackout, we don't know, but very exciting. And then something else that I do, I did this 2 years ago, so I did this in 2024, and it was so much fun. But basically, I saw this on TikTok, and it's every single day of the year, you add 1 song to this playlist, and like that's your song of the day, and then you have like this super eclectic random playlist. This was mine from 2024. It was called 2024 in a Nutshell. I don't know if you can see that, but it is 22 hours long, and it is like the longest playlist ever. It's kind of like a time capsule of like what you were like in that year and like what was going on in your life, and it's so much fun. And of course the picture has to be like a weird 0.5 of yourself, because like that's just the vibe. And then something else that I'm doing is movies I watched, like a list of all the movies I watched. I watched one movie last night. I watched American Psycho, and basically I write the date, the name, an emoji, and then what I rate it, like out of stars. I get 3 out of 5 stars. And then I decided, your girl's a real emotional, so I decided to do a 2026 crying wrapped because I just wanted to see how much I cry throughout the year. Sometimes I cry about like really stupid stuff, and I like just am like writing down the date and then like what I cried about, and I'll be like, girl, what were you talking about? And then the last thing is this app that my sister found, which is called Margins. This is not sponsored or anything, but it's kind of like Goodreads. But you can track your reading progress. And so right now I am reading Keeping 13, which is quite the chunk of book, but I am so far into it. This is all I have left. I love reading, and my goal for this year is to finish the Boys of Tommen series. But anyway, those are kind of like some of the New Year's traditions that I do just to make the year more exciting for me. Yeah, so I'll keep you updated on how those are going. If you've seen my other videos and seen me with this, I thought I might explain it now. This is not a vape, I promise. It is called a vocal nebulizer. I'm not totally sure what it does, but it basically, you put saline in it and then you inhale it, and then it's supposed to like help your throat. I don't know. I think it's supposed to like get into the grooves of your vocal cords or something like that. I'm not really sure, but all the people on Broadway use them. So I know lots of people who use them and like love them. And so I got one during Kimberly because I was struggling. And so now you're supposed to do it before you sing. And so I'm doing it right now because I'm about to practice my Allstate music. Okay, so now that I'm done nebulizing, I'm ready to start working on my music. This song is like 11 minutes long. So it's definitely the hardest one in all 5 songs for me to learn for Allstate because it's 11 minutes. But I kind of have been breaking it down into chunks so that I can learn just like a little piece at a time and then nail that and then move on to the next part. So yeah, but I'm going, so last time I didn't get very far. Also, what I do, if you're into Allstate, these tips might be helpful. But basically, every time I work on a song, I write down like what I did with it, like, or things I need to work on. So apparently I've only worked on this song once, and I worked on chunks 1 through 3 with my soprano 2 track. But yeah, and I also solfege my music because that helps me, and going to my school, solfege is like really, we use solfege for everything. My school's a very solfege school. If you don't know what that means, then that's okay. It's just like choir language, basically. Yeah, but anyway, I solfeged up to this page 15, and so now I'm gonna, and that was up to chunk 4. So I worked chunk 1 through 3, and then I haven't done the next chunks. I haven't solfeged it yet, so I think I might do that while running the track for it, so I can hear it while I'm looking at it, and then I'll run it a few times. And I'm gonna set a timer for only 1 hour, so I don't like overwork everything. And yeah. My head hurts. Okay, so now I've devocalized. I don't know if that's a word. I'm going to, I set timer for 30 minutes, and I'm just going to like do some college stuff. I think I'm going to make a like Google Doc and copy and paste all of like the scholarship prompts in there, and so I can start like outlining stuff and working on essays in there. But yeah, kind of just prepping today, so I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it at all, but I have to do it at some point, so I guess today is the day. But I'm gonna work for 30 minutes and then I'll be done. So yeah. So those 30 minutes flew by, and now I'm just really scared and stressed out. But it's okay. I made myself a little checklist of all the things I have to do, including little dates. And yeah, these scholarship applications are so long, and they're like all due at the end of February, which is so scary. But I found out that my College of Liberal Arts scholarship application is due March 1st, which means I will not be doing it right now. I need to prioritize the other ones. So I'm so scared. And there's so much stuff that I don't know what any of this means. Here are all the questions for the general application. Okay, it doesn't actually look like that much, but then the first year incoming is not that much either. But I didn't do, I'm trying to do this like scholarship too, which is also due February 1st, and like all the other stuff. So there's a lot more that I didn't get to today, but I'm just like freaking myself out. So I'm gonna stop now and maybe work on it tomorrow.
It sounds crazy, babe, but I'm jealous. I'm selfish. Oh my, it's supposed to be on my mind. I'm just jealous. I'm just selfish. Oh my.
I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit because this week especially I have been getting super duper excited for college. Give me a second, let me grab my little thing. So if you don't already know, I am going to Colorado State University. I've grown up in Fort Collins, Colorado, and that's a college town, and CSU is the college in that town. So I kind of always knew that I would kind of end up at CSU, and I only applied to one school and got in. And I know that is not the case for a lot of people. And so I kind of wanted to tell you some of my college admissions story and advice, because I know that it's kind of different from a lot of my peers. I have to pay for all of my school by myself because my mom paid for all of her schooling herself, and my dad paid for all of his schooling himself. My dad was the first person in his family to go to college. Both of them, they felt like student loans actually has impacted them so much as people, and like being able to become financially independent after having student loans is like a really, really important lesson that they're trying to teach me and my sister. Since my mom works at the CSU Health Network, I will get 50% off tuition. And since I have to pay for my tuition, I was like, okay, CSU is kind of like my only option. It's not my only option, but it was the one that made the most sense for me financially. I didn't really waste a lot of energy worrying about other schools just because I knew I wouldn't really want to go there, and I didn't spend all of high school racking up perfect SAT scores or have like all of these clubs and extracurriculars. I didn't have like any of that. I mean, I was a good student. I have like a 4.0 something. I don't know. I've taken a few college classes, but nothing to really enhance my GPA like a whole lot. But like, I have a good GPA. I've done theater like theater and choir all throughout high school, which kind of stopped me from doing like honor societies and other clubs and activities because I just really have time for them. I tried being in Trium like music honor society, but I couldn't get enough hours because I was so busy doing theater. But I want to say that if you don't have a perfect resume, you can still get into college. It doesn't have to be a setback by any means. There are still plenty of universities and plenty of schools that will accept you. And I know for me at least, all of my friends all applied to really ambitious schools, and I felt kind of on the outs for only applying to one school, and that school being in our town and all of that. Not to say that CSU isn't a great school, and not to say that I had no other options or anything. I definitely could have applied to other things, but I made the decision that was best for me, and I'm really glad that I made that decision. But in my high school, that is the decision of very few people. Not a lot of people that I'm friends with and that I know only applied and got into one school. A lot of, like my friend Lauren, she applied for 14 schools. And so the culture in my high school is definitely not what I did. And so it's kind of weird to have, especially to be a senior right now, because a lot of decisions are coming out for other people, and a lot of people don't know where they're going yet, and a lot of people are just getting their decisions, and there's just like a lot of excitement around and all those things, and it's kind of it's interesting to be sitting back and watching it, not really being involved in the same way. But I am so glad to have a school that I know I'm going to and that I know I already love, and not having to worry about that. Like, I am so grateful to be in this position, and it's just very interesting to watch everything going on, and for the rest of my peers knowing where I'm going already, you know what I mean? I did apply to CSU honors program, and a few days ago I found out that I got in, which is really exciting. I like to joke that I only applied to one school, and my one ambitious thing that I did when applying to colleges was applying to CSU honors program, and I got in, and I'm super excited about it. CSU honors just like offers a lot, just a very interesting way of like teaching and learning, and it's just what I wanted, because I've kind of not taken a lot of honors courses in high school, just because I feel like the people who take those are the people who want to do it to impress colleges, you know, and they aren't really necessarily there because they want to be there. They're there because they want to get grades that will impress schools down the road, and that's never been how I've looked at learning. I like learning because I love learning, and by doing honors, I think I can really go deeper into my learning because I want to learn, and I love learning, and I'll be around people who love learning, because I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point how much I learn in college, because if you get the degree, you get the degree, and that's what employers are looking for. But I like the opportunity to choose to go that extra step, and I'm really excited for like all the honor seminars and all of the opportunities that I will be getting. Hey everyone. Okay, so I did not have a very good day today. I was just like, yeah, it just wasn't a very good day today. So I decided to focus on some self-care, and so that's what I'm going to be filming tonight, is that I'm going to try to get myself out of the funk that I was in today. So I started off by showering, and showering can really heal the soul. But while I was showering, one of the biggest things that is always a mood changer for me is listening to music. I currently am listening to, oh boy, Sultans of Swing by Dire Straits. Very good, and it actually totally boosted my mood, and so I feel a lot better now. But I'm gonna try to keep this high, and I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna challenge myself to not use my phone all night except for listening to music. I'm gonna go straight into Do Not Disturb right now. I'm do not disturbing right now in 3, 2, 1, boom. I'm officially on Do Not Disturb. Nobody can bother me. Self-care is more than just like making sure you don't smell bad, but it's so much of like your attitude. And so I need an attitude readjustment tonight. So that's what I will be attempting to do.
wildfire. I was your entire world until I stood alone in a storm. You took the sunshine, the flames are gone now, and I watched you walk straight out of that door. Promises got lost in the dust. Your boots by the door. You're not coming home. Love like wildfire.
Pardon my face. My book. There is some crazy stuff. Some of these lines in this book are just like, I cannot believe someone actually wrote them. They're just wild. But anyway, I just finished reading and I am going to go to sleep now. This is my Benson Boone pillow, in case you haven't seen it before. He is really awesome, and he reads with me every night. Anyway, I will say, I think my mood was thoroughly uplifted. I feel a lot better than I did the rest of the day, and I think all my strategies worked. So it turns out distraction is not actually just running away from your problems. It can be actually very beneficial, especially when you can't do anything about your problems. You know, like some things you just like, there's no use in just thinking about it all the time because you can't change it, but thinking about it just makes you more stressed out. So distraction is a good thing. That's what I'm saying. But anyway, my night really turned around, so I'm glad, and I love self-care. This is very good for me, and I should continue to do this. And do I have like 35 text messages? Yes, and I will worry about that tomorrow morning, but right now I'm just gonna go to sleep with a clear mind. Alright, that is all for today's video. I hope you really liked it. Today is January 31st, which means my January refresh is officially over, and I feel very refreshed and very excited to take on the rest of the new year. Here are some of those New Year's like little stats that I was talking about with my new playlist and the movies I've watched, and I finished a book already this year, which is great. I feel like this month has been really long. I feel like I've accomplished a lot of things. I submitted my last scholarship application for the month a few hours ago, so I'm officially done with that, and Allstate is next Thursday. And so I would say that I accomplished all of my goals. I am very proud of my productivity this month, and I hope that all of you had a productive and a good January refresh as well. If you like this video, please subscribe and like down below. It means so much to me, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!
You're just a entire world until I stood alone in a store.